know how it starts. That first glance in the morning.
It's pure muscle memory. You don't even think about it.
And just like that, the world comes rushing in.
That feed feels like it was made just for you, right? Like you just stumbled upon these things, but you didn't. It's an illusion, and it's a very, very good one.
Just let that sink in for a second. The entire dynamic has been turned on its head. It used to be us pulling information out of the world. Now, the world is pushing information directly to us.
And this is the world we're all living in now. Welcome to the Algorithmic Society. You see, in this world, these systems aren't just curating your newsfeed. In a very real way, they're curating you. They're shaping what you think, what you care about, even your sense of who you are.
So, how big of a deal is this really? To get a handle on it, you've got to look back in time to another massive revolution. This is the core difference. 200 years ago, machines came for our muscles. They automated physical work. Today, machines are starting to come for our minds. They're automating our decision-making. Not just finding information, but deciding which information even matters.
Okay, so that sounds a little abstract. Let's bring it down to earth. Where is this code actually running our lives, day to day?
I mean, it is literally everywhere. The friends you see posts from, the search results you get, the job you might land, whether you get approved for that loan, there's this invisible layer of code making choices for you, sitting right between you and your reality.
And here's where it gets really weird. It creates this feedback loop. These systems aren't just passively watching you, they're actively nudging you. The more they learn about us, the more we, without even realizing it, start to change what we do to fit the patterns they expect.
And look, this isn't some hostile takeover with robots marching in the streets. No, it's a quiet transfer of power. We're handing it over willingly. Why? Because it's just so convenient.
Think of it like a chain reaction. If you control the algorithm, you control what people see. You control their attention. And if you control the attention of billions, you can shape culture. A single viral trend can rewrite social norms. And that culture? Well, that steers our politics. And ultimately, that's what builds our society. Yeah, forget about the flying cars and the sentient robots. This isn't sci-fi anymore. The real revolution is quieter. It's more fundamental. It's the new plumbing, the new electrical grid of the 21st century.
So what's the problem? What happens when this super efficient, super powerful system is pointed at a goal that isn't, actually good for us?
And that brings us to the magic word, engagement. That's the prime directive. That's the one metric that so many of these systems are built to maximize. Just keep your eyes on the screen. But you have to understand what engagement is not. It's not truth. It's not wisdom. It has absolutely no preference for what's healthy or constructive.
So when you optimize for that one single thing above all else, you get some pretty predictable and kind of scary side effects. You get echo chambers, where you only hear what you already believe. You get outrage, because anger gets clicks. You reward the most extreme voices, and, of course, you get automation that just wipes out jobs because it's more efficient.
And this is the heart of it, right here. The question isn't, do these things work? Oh, they work. They work incredibly well. The real question is, what are they working for?
So as this intelligence gets woven deeper and deeper into the fabric of our world, we're really at a crossroads. The choices we're making right now, they're going to define everything.
Just look at where this is headed, deeper into the most critical parts of our lives. We're talking about putting this tech at the heart of how we govern, how we heal people, how we teach our kids, even how we fight wars. We're getting ready to hand over life and death decisions to a system that's just playing the odds, with zero understanding of what any of it actually means.
But it's so important to remember this. The tech itself isn't evil. It's not good or bad. It's just efficient. And a big leap in efficiency has always turned civilization on its head. It's a tool, a profoundly powerful amplifier of whatever we tell it to do.
Which brings us to the first real question, the one we have to ask ourselves.
And then the follow-up, which might just be the most important question of our time. Whose values are we baking into this code?
Because that's really the challenge, isn't it? We have successfully built this incredible, powerful artificial intelligence. Now comes the hard part, finding the human intention to aim it at something worthwhile.